Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we is live right now. Ben's in the house right now. The chairman's in the house right now. It is 5 minutes past 8 p.m. right now on the 27th of July, 2023 right now. It is Thursday. We're about to play some games. About to play Alex Kidd in Miracle World. We've been playing this game for ages. You know what? I ain't even lying right now. I feel like if I'm still stuck on this level, I might just put the cheats on because I stopped caring. I just want to get rid of this stupid game. But anyway, hopefully everybody's doing well. Let me switch over to this screen and just chat to y'all for a little bit. Hope you've had a good week. I've had a pretty decent week, methinks. Hopefully you've had a good week as well. What up, Chairman? What up, Ben? How's your days going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. I've had a pretty, I would say chill day. I did go gym today. Went gym in the morning and did some writing. Pretty much finished writing the why wrong turn is trash video. That's pretty much done. Maybe just go over it and tweak a few bits here and there, but hopefully I'll be able to record it soon. But I don't know, with the kitchen being refurbished, it might be a bit difficult trying to record, with noise going on and things like that. So I might have to wait a little while before I could actually record it. Just dropped by to say hi. I appreciate you saying hi, Chairman. Hopefully you're doing well. Something's got you rushing off, but it's all good. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. How'd you been? How's your day going? What's been happening in Ben's world? What's going on in Ben's world? But I've been watching Secret Invasion. Just watched up to episode 4, so I've got 5 and 6 to go, so maybe finish that this weekend. A lot of people saying to watch Barbie, actually. A lot of people saying to watch Barbie, and I just might. We'll see. It's hard for me to get to the cinema right now. Time and work and yeah. But we'll see. What up, Brex? Not bad, thanks. Watched the film yesterday and today watched Wild Things. Oh yeah, I remember that movie with Nev Campbell and Denise Richards. Yeah. And who else was in that movie? Matt Dillon, I think was in that movie, and Kevin Bacon I think's in it as well. I've not seen Road Train though, but yeah, Wild Things I have seen. No, this kitchen's still going on. It's probably another weekish. So, but I think most of it is done, or at least it looks like most of it is done. So it's just like tops and ovens and sinks and things like that to go. But yeah, so far so good. Just waiting to do all the finishing offs and whatnots. Yeah, that's pretty much my day. That's been pretty much my day. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077, which for some reason I can't play on stream. I've tried playing it on stream and it just doesn't want to work. I think I know the reason why. Well, there's a couple of reasons. One is that my PC isn't strong enough to play that game and stream that game at the same time. I need a much more powerful PC to do that. Which hopefully I'll be doing soon. Be able to get some parts and build a new thing. The other option I have is because I can't even play it on my PC anymore. For some reason it doesn't. When I got it initially, it played quite smoothly on my laptop. For some reason it doesn't play smooth on my laptop anymore, and I don't know why. But I can play it through NVIDIA GeForce now, which is pretty cool. It means I play it through the cloud. And that seems to work pretty well. But for some reason, I don't know why, but I can't do that and stream at the same time either. I'm not too sure. I think that's probably more to do with the internet connection and that kind of processing or something like or other. I don't know the science behind it. Did you hear about the online safety bill? It could mean if it gets pushed through on the 6th of September that WhatsApp, Wikipedia, Signal, Facebook Messenger, and iMessenger could be removed from the UK. Okay. I mean, most of those I don't use, but WhatsApp I do use. That being said, I mean, I don't think I'd miss it, to be honest with you. I don't think I'd miss it. There's plenty of other ways you could contact people. So I don't think I'd miss it personally, but that sucks still though. That sucks still, because a lot of people use WhatsApp Messenger. Yo, what up, Al? AE and a place to be. A lot of people use WhatsApp Messenger. A lot of people are big fans of WhatsApp, and it is useful, by the way. It's not like it's. I don't think it's rubbish or anything. Yeah, I think personally, I wouldn't miss it, but yeah, I think a lot of people would. I'm sure I'm in the minority when I say that. I'm pretty sure I'm in the minority. How you doing, Al? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining us live stream for Al. Yeah, how you doing? How's your pops? Been a minute since I've seen you in this side of the woods. Would also mean giving your driver's license to use anything with an adult content or social media. Okay. Boy, a lot of porno sites are going out of business, isn't it? Shit. Imagine that. Oh mate, a lot of porno sites are going out of business because you know most of their customers are like 12-year-olds, that kind of thing. Like you know it. Most of their customers are 12-year-olds that are stealing their dad's credit card. Like they ain't going out of business if they have to start supplying passports and driving license. Nah. Either that or just they got to figure out some kind of fraud or something. I don't know if I'd want to give my passport to use a social media site though. That's a bit much, I think. I mean, I guess I understand the reasoning behind it because there's a lot of people who use these things to, harass and bully and that kind of thing. And if you have your passport or some kind of ID associated with your account, then they know exactly who you are and that kind of thing, and you either mitigate it or at the very least, if it does happen, you're wild easy to find. So I think I understand the reasoning behind it, but I don't know if I'd want to do it. I don't know if I'd want to do it. I mean, that'd be a wait and see for me. I think like see what other people do, see how it goes with that, and then maybe decide from there whether I want to do it or not. But I don't think I'd be amongst the initial signing up people for giving out my passport and that kind of thing. We'll see. Never say never, but I think like that's gonna be a wait and see approach. I think for me. That's been in hospital with water infection. He can come home today. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. How's your ma, Brax? Hopefully just as good news for her too. It's open to abuse though. Security would be poor if they remove encryption. I mean, if they're requiring passports, I would assume that they'd have to have just the top security. Like for example, you couldn't, bank level security when it comes to that sort of thing. Otherwise, yeah, that'd be a big issue. If they're requiring passports for these sites, then they'd have to have proper security and not just 5-letter word password or something. You know what I mean? Like they'd have to have top security. And to be fair, I think a lot of them have pretty good security anyway. But yeah, it'd have to be proper secure, like off, like maybe not even on site location. Like I feel like maybe these things have to be stored like in maybe a separate location. You know what I mean? I don't know if they'd be stored with Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it's called now. Probably change the name next week. But my guess would be that yeah, they have to have either wild good security, proper good security, or all that information won't actually be stored on their servers. Like, for example, because all your passport details, driving license details, they're all stored on servers anyway. No, they're all on government servers anyway. So it wouldn't be, you know, new. It would just be like, I mean, it's not a new thing that your stuff would be stored on servers. That happens anyway. But yeah, it may be a case of like they'd have access to it for the purposes of verifying a person, and then that's it. Or yeah, they just have to have the best security if they're storing details. But yeah, like I said, that's part of the reason why I'd be a wait and see approach, because I don't know if you don't know if they do have to improve this. I'm guessing I'm guessing they'd have to, but we don't know that, right? I'm assuming, well, I'm guessing we don't know that right now. And secondly, it's like, even if they do improve the security, it's not impossible to hack things, and there's always a way you can hack things. And even if it is so secure that nobody could ever hack it, just the idea of giving Twitter or whatever my passport just so I can tweet a bunch of dirty jokes, you know what I mean? It just sounds a bit much. You know what I'm saying? It seems a bit much. You know what I mean? Like, if there's certain things I might apply for online, and as such, I get that they're going to require certain levels of ID, and that makes sense. But just so I can go on Twitter and tweet a bunch of dirty jokes, it's like, why am I giving my passport for that? It just seems a bit much. So yeah, definitely a wait and see approach, methinks. Refusing to remove encryption, and if the bill is passed on the 6th of term of aid, you either have to agree to it, which they won't, or withdraw from the UK. Oh, so WhatsApp won't remove encryption. They should keep the encryption though, right? That's a good thing if they have the messages encrypted, isn't it? Or am I misunderstanding that? Alright, let's get this game on. Switch over to this screen. The UK government. Okay, that's lame then. Nah. If the UK government actually want them to remove encryption, that's stupid. That's stupid. Okay, so I don't have infinite lives on. I don't, but that might come on soon. We'll see. Companies like Apple say they can't do that and risk every customer around the world. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of details on there. I feel like, I mean, if the UK government are concerned about, say, crime being committed, they could pass a law that just says something like these companies have to pass over details of a criminal, or you know how you might need a warrant for certain things, like a police might need a warrant. Maybe in like those cases where it's like, if there's reason to believe a crime has been going on and they need access, then maybe it's like, okay, then you'd be like, all right, yeah, we'll have to let them see these things. But just remove it for everybody for no good reason, just because the UK government wants to see things that they don't need to be seeing. It's like, nah, come on, man. That's a bad idea right there. So if Apple don't remove encryption, does Apple have to leave the UK as well then? Or what about Microsoft? Like, Microsoft sure aren't going to remove encryption as well. I feel like that kind of deal thing affects a lot of different companies, really, doesn't it? That's going to affect a lot of different companies, because a lot of companies keep data on customers, like Amazon, for example. Amazon can't just like remove encryption and have all those details available to, you know, some basic hacker. No, I think that's a terrible idea. That is a terrible idea. Like, how much details is easily accessible or easily hackable if you remove encryption? Companies fail to comply, they can be fined 10% of global turnover. Yikes. Oh, that was close. So blame them for pulling out if it goes through. But I hope that doesn't go through. That sounds like a terrible... Whose idea was that? Which dumbass in the UK government suggested that? Nah. She's doing alright. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. But which dumbass in the UK government? And it's just UK, not any other countries. Ugh, flipping out, man. Ugh, there you go. Oh! Didn't want to do that, not that. Oh, come on! So I need to put these infinite health, infinite lives. Stupid. Yes, it's doing something similar, I believe, although it goes by a slightly different name. Perhaps Rex will know. True. So why are the government wanting all these companies to have lax security measures? That makes no sense at all. That makes no sense at all. And what about banks? Are banks supposed to remove their encryption as well? Because banks store data on people. Are they supposed to remove all the encryption and all that kind of thing? To protect children online. How are they going to protect children online if everybody's details is available to every hacker in the world? Who are you protecting? Who are you protecting? They're going to find out where you live, where you go to school. I mean, to be fair, a lot of information is kind of freely available anyway in some cases. But you know what I mean? Like there's so much information out there. You are not protecting anybody. Make sure nobody under 18 uses these websites. Oh wait, we talk about porn websites still, or I thought we were talking about social media and Apple. Let me try one more time. One more fail. I'm putting these infinite lives on because this is a long thing, man. Social media, okay. So they don't want anybody under 18 using social media sites. I mean, you can pass that law that nobody under 18 can use a social media site, and you can do various things to enforce that. That doesn't involve taking away security measures that protect people's details online. I I mean, that can be done. You can require that. First, I still think it'd be a kind of a dumb rule. I don't think the issue is that you need to be an adult to use social media. I think it just needs to be better understanding of social media. Because let's be honest, like whether you're 18 or 15, social media, or even 30 or 40, social media can have its problems, like regardless of how old you are. Insurance platforms have systems and processes in place to deal with illegal and harmful content and their associated risks. Yeah, well, you could do that without requiring people to give up and to remove all their encryption. That just seems like a terrible way of going about what they claim to be trying to achieve. Everyone is tech executives would fail to act. You fail to act at 50 penalties and even potential criminal prosecution. Man, that is such a bad idea. Because if the agenda is really about keeping people safe online, we could all be down with that. Of course, like there's so many things that happen online that. So many things that happen online that, of course, people need protections against. But yeah, that's just not the way to go about it. Like, that is not the way to go about it at all. So, I mean, that would include like YouTube as well. I mean, YouTube not YouTube, so Google. I mean, YouTube, I guess to some extent has some information on people, but certainly Google. Like, how much details does Google? Now, does Google hold on people? All right, one more try, and we'll see. How much information does Google hold on people if they have to unencrypt all of that? Oh wait, so it's only sites that have adult content that they have to do that for. So that would include Netflix then, and Amazon. And definitely OnlyFans. But yeah, OnlyFans is going to go out of business. Trust. If that law passes, OnlyFans is going out of business. I could all but guarantee you like 90% of the people on OnlyFans is some kid that stole their dad's credit card. I believe it's user generated. Oh, sites that have user generated content. I see. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's definitely YouTube and pretty much any social media site. Does Apple do user generated content though? What did Apple do that's user generated? It requires credit card details. Oh, Okay, okay, so I see what you mean. I think I see what you mean. Oh, excuse me. So I guess there's any site where people can either make messages or create things that other people could see, including private messages. I see, I see. All right, so yeah, banks won't be included in that. Excuse me. I think I get you now. But even still, I mean, like I was saying before, it's like, yeah, of course, people need protections, and I get that there's certain things on sites that children shouldn't be seeing, and sometimes those things are a little bit too easy to access. I get that. But yeah, like, getting people to remove all encryption is just such a terrible idea. Like, there's a like, you can say like, okay, we require these sites to have better age verifications. That would make sense, right? Oh, flipping hell. You know, that would make sense. Require them to have better age verifications. They'll set the bill is a serious threat. Yeah, no, yeah. Not to agree with Apple, but you know, when you're right, you're right. uh, oh, got him. Just. Do you reckon you are close to the end of the game now? I think this is probably the last level, but whether I actually get there or not, that's because it actually gets so much harder from here. Like, this is about as the furthest I've gotten up to, and well, not quite here, just a little bit more further than here. Yeah, this, oh, there we go. This bit, this is about the furthest I've gotten up to, and you gotta swim with like almost no space between these spikes. Ugh. And of course, you have like so little space to do it. You're not screw it. I'm putting a cheat on. I don't care anymore. You'll get infinite lives, but you won't be able to turn this off or achieve certain achievements until you start a new game. Yo, what up, little Jacobs? So I just won't get certain achievements. You know, screw it. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I've just lost the patience for this game now. I'm not 12 years old no more, man. Little Jake's in the place. In fact, actually, what I remember about this game now is that you were able to get more than 3 lives. Like, you were able to just, I mean, you can get more than 3 lives in this game anyway. But you were able to get like way more than 3 lives. I remember now, actually. You were able to just like rack up the most amount of lives. And maybe technically you can do that in this version as well, but not quite, because you don't. Yeah, you know, I don't care. I'll put infinite lives on. I'm fine. I'm good. I remember how I played this game before. Because you start the whole game again, you could just rack up the most amount of lives. So by the time you get to levels like this, you could just keep practicing those bits where you're getting stuck. You can't do that when you only just start the level again and you only got 3 lives rather than 4 or 5 that you had before. I'm talking about online safety build, just counting down to my holiday. Oh, nice. What's happening on holiday though? You going anywhere? Yeah, man. I'm trying to see more of the world. I'm trying to see more of the world, man. Amen. So, anything else? What's that movie? Oh, you liked it? Yeah, yeah. It was a good film. I liked. Yeah, no, it was a good film. I liked it. I liked it. Have you seen Attack the Block, Little Jakes? Yeah, John Boyega. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good film. I liked that it was kind of I like that it was very untypical. Where it's like you take these guys, you know, in this neighborhood where, you know, you don't kind of typically expect things like that to go on, and then you effectively have people who are so disenfranchised that they don't see any kind of life beyond that existence, right? And then they get embroiled, is that the right word? Embroiled in like this whole thing. And then not only is it just people who like are so disenfranchised, but they're literally at the bottom of the societal ladder, you know, in terms of what's the word, like social status. Well, maybe not right at the bottom, I mean, but you know what I mean, not far off. But yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was a really good film. But yeah, there was one tiny little gripe I had with that movie, but I don't want to say what it is because it's kind of a spoiler. So for those who haven't seen it, it'd be kind of a spoiler. And it's not even a major gripe, but it's just more like certain choices it made, I just felt didn't quite work that well overall. Of the idea of a subterranean research facility actually in the hood, yeah. Have you seen Undercover Brother? So I tell you, film. It kind of reminded me a little bit like a mix between Attack the Block and Undercover Brother. That's what I was kind of thinking watching that movie. Attack the Block and Undercover Brother. And John Boyega's in Attack the Block. Yeesh. Nefarious government conspiracy going on right under the nose of the community. I mean, it's not unthinkable. To be honest with you, it's not unthinkable. Damn it. No, yeah. If you haven't, then I'll definitely. If you like that movie, then I'll definitely recommend Attack the Block and Undercover Brother. Those two movies I'd highly recommend if you liked They Clones Tyrone. Undercover Brother, I don't know yet. I've actually none of these movies come actually, but they're both quite old movies now. Undercover Brother was with Eddie Griffin and Chi McBride's in it, Denise Richards, Dave Chappelle's in it as well. So yeah, that's a good movie, real funny film. And then yeah, Attack the Block, John Boyega. There's one of his. I think Attack the Block was like his first movie, or certainly the first movie that kind of put his name out there. And so that was before Star Wars. Never seen Undercover Brother. Gotta check it out. Definitely. Brax, wait, Brax, you still in the chat? I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you've already seen Undercover Brother, Brax. Let me know if I'm right or wrong on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Brax has seen Undercover Brother. But in any case, for anybody in the chat, for anybody watching, yeah, you see, you know that one. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. British actors seem to be smashing in America. Oh, for sure. Like loads of doing stuff over there, and that's not even new. That's something that's been like that for a while. Oh, damn it! Idris Elba and John Boyega and a few others are doing great. I mean, there's those guys. Let's see, it's Andrew Lincoln. Who else? Ooh, Charlie Hunnam, he's doing pretty okay. Daryl Lindo, he's been killing it for a minute over there. Damson Idris, a new actor. Well, new to me anyway. He's a young actor, but he's doing pretty well right now. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Pretty much everyone in a Marvel movie, like 80% of like Marvel movie actors are British. Well, I don't know if it's that many, but so there's a lot of them anyway. Daniel Kaluuya, you know. Oof. Yeah, yeah. Now, man. So there is a British invasion. But I think it's just because, like, for actors, oh damn it, man. For actors, it's I mean, I don't believe it's necessarily easier in America, but there is definitely more of an opportunity for actors in America than there is in the UK. Not to say that there's no opportunity, of course there are, but it's somewhat limited, and I think especially for black actors, it's quite limited over here. Whereas in America, not to say they don't have their problems as well, but because there's more of a, there's maybe more money put into like film productions over there, or just making more film, so there's more opportunity. Like the number of movies that get made over here versus the number of movies that get made in America, like it doesn't compare, you know. So or TV shows and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just there's more. I mean, like I say, I'm not trying to say it's easier over there. I don't believe it's easier, but yeah, there is just more of an opportunity to do stuff over there. And if you've got like some backing of experience, which a lot of these actors do, it's not that they just like wake up one day and just fly to America and with no experience. You know, they often done stuff over here like TV shows and things like that, so they go with experience. But above all that, you need to have talent and work ethic. And I guess there's something about flying to another country with not much money in your pocket increases your work ethic, right? So you're going to have that determination behind you. Oof, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. Bigger market in the States, yeah. But how do Americans feel about acting jobs going to Brits? A lot of American acts, and not even like British people playing British people in an American movie. It's a British person playing an American in an American movie. Like, how do Americans feel about that? I know there's a few that have expressed their disdain, but I don't know. What's the general feel? Does anybody know? Brax, do you know? What's the general kind of feel about about Brits playing Americans in American movies? Because there's a few Americans, I believe, that have played Brits. Like for example, Renee Zellweger played a famous British character. Meryl Streep has done it. Gillian Anderson as well. So there's been a few. It's been a few. You rather live in England or the States, Haze? That's a difficult question to answer, mainly because I've lived in England my whole life, and I've only visited New York. There was no point me getting this life right now, but whatever. I've only visited New York for about 5 days. So that's my entire American experience. I don't know. Oh snap! This is not gonna do shoots. I don't know. I mean, I think if I was an actor, it probably would be beneficial, more beneficial for me to be in America. I'm not sure that's the same for all arts though. Like musicians, for example, I think that very much depends on your market. Like some British musicians have done better in America than they've done over here. That's happened, and then they've maybe used their American popularity to come back and do better over here. But then there's a lot of British musicians that have just gotten big here and then dominated in the States. So yeah, I'm not sure it's the same for musicians or other artists, but certainly for actors it seems, and filmmakers it seems to be better over there. So if I was more into that kind of field, then yeah, I'd probably say America. But in general, like, I don't know, living as a regular person, doing a regular schmegular job, and you know, living a regular schmegular life, I don't know. I mean, I'm leaning towards England, but then again, that's my experience, right? So I don't know. From what I can tell, Yanks generally are not happy about roles going to English actors. Oof. I don't know about the other side of America, but as for some of the black side, they ain't feeling it to a point. I see. Been to America, yes, been to New York many times, and also been to Baltimore. Have you? Yeah, have we all stepped foot on American soil? We just need Oh wait, no, we have, because I know Jakes. I know you said you've been to America. I'm pretty sure you said you've been to America before. Pretty sure I think I remember. Unless I'm mistaken. Sorry, my bad. Sorry if I made a mistake. I think you said you've been to America before. I think it was Chicago, I believe. Is that right? Am I remembering correctly, or am I completely messing that up? Oh yeah, we're not going down there today. Oh, either way, it's gonna be tough, isn't it? Yeah, I've been to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Chicago, Minnesota, and Carolina. Oh, Carolina. Oof, that was not what I wanted to do. Bro, how am I supposed to get past this? Oh, damn it. I made the jump as well. So everyone in the chat right now has at least on one occasion stepped foot on American soil. We've all done it, cool. That's what we all have in common right now. Okay. Made it to the boss. Finally, we meet face to face, Alex. Jankin the Great. Milwaukee. Sports mad parents, so it suited me. So Jakes or anybody else, Ben, would you rather live in the United States or in the UK or another country? To seize power, I will defeat you and peace will return to Radaxian. Don't make me laugh. You're nothing compared to me. You will pay for your misdeeds. Alright. Okay, so I need to go paper first. It's paper first. Or paper first and second, okay. What's the G codes? Oof. Paper, paper, scissors. Oof. Be surprised, most of my tips were sports related. Trips were sports related. If I could live anywhere, I'd choose New York City. Oof, I like New York. That's where I went to when I went to America. New York, New York. City's so nice, they named it twice. Really cool. Which sports do you go to America? I can live in the USA because of their gun laws. I wouldn't feel safe at all. Yeah, and I get that. I think it depends. I mean, the gun laws depend on which states you're in, and I think different cities have different rules as well. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to live in one of them places. I know Brax, you're a fan of this, but I don't think I'd want to live in one of those places where they have like the open carry rules, where you just see dudes just like walking around with like AK-47s or they're decked out in military gear, and it's like they're just going to get bread from the local shop. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. See people just decked out looking like mercenaries out of like Call of Duty or something, just like AKs and assault rifles, and man's got grenades on his sides, a sidearm, all boots and everything, body armor. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna get some milk. Like, raw. Nah, I think if you need all that just to get milk, there's other problems. You know what I'm saying? There's other problems. I'm good. I'm good. But any kind of chill part of them, any kind of chill part of town where it's like, you know, people just be chilling. I don't know, like Miami, that looks pretty. I've never been to Miami, but that looks pretty chill. Or LA looks pretty chill. I know LA is expensive though, but still, it's chill from what I can tell. Well, depends which part of LA, I suppose, really. Oh, well, probably depends which part of Miami too, but you know what I mean. Like just from what we see on like the TV and stuff, those parts where it's chill, I could do that. Just be by the beach and just chill out. I need to be a door-to-door salesman in America because you could get your head blown off or knocking wrong. Oh, for sure. I mean, being a door-to-door salesman just sucks anyway. Because I've done that job, so I know firsthand it sucks anyway. But imagine having the added stress of you don't know which pissed off person you're gonna knock on, you know what I mean, some pissed off redneck or something. Especially when you shall we say, look a certain way. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Baseball, basketball. Game. I saw the Green Bay Packers versus Minnesota Vikings. Oof. Flipping out, man. Just walked right into that. It was huge in comparison to ours. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to dodge this guy if there's things just like. Oh, seriously. Oh. Lambeau Field, wearing cheese head. Well, them big cheese shaped hats, yeah. What, cheese heads? Hmm. No, for choosing that. Used to wear youngster on live stream. Man, used to like, yeah. Gotta pack that cheese hat, man. Oh, flipping out. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I need to not just run. Oh, Frederick. Wow, I ain't seen you for a minute. How you been, Fred? Hello, do you know if Taylor Swift watches your show, please? As she has a song called Lavender Haze and your name, Chapman Haze. So I think she might, when she's not busy. She has very sexy feet. Fair enough. Packers, I just go my way. The Packers lose. Hey, it happens though. It happens. Frederick, I have no idea if Taylor Swift watches my live streams or not. I mean, I guess it's not impossible, although perhaps extremely unlikely. But you never know, right? You never know. Maybe she does. I would say this: treat the stream as if she is watching, and you don't want to piss her off, because if you piss her off, she'll stop watching. Which means if she's watching, she's seeing what you're saying right now, and you don't want to piss off Taylor Swift. She might write a song about you if you piss her off. What do you think of the food America? He gets the best webcams over here. Oh, was that it? Bro. Thank you for saving me, Ego. I was so scared. But you look a little different. I'm Alex, Ego's brother. I'm here to save you. Alex, what a joy to meet you. Sorry, but I don't have much time. I must also find my mother. Don't worry, the queen is in good hands. Thank goodness. In that case, I will go in search of the crown. We leave Redaxion's fate in your hands, Alex. Come back safe. We don't want to lose you again. It's not the end of the game. Flipping out, man. How's there more to this bloody game? Like, can it be over already? Shoot. Enough of the food. Oh, the ride's amazing. Okay, thank you. And my favorite was Mexican food. Yeah. We have so many cuisines to choose from. Ish. That's what I could fit. Oh, freaking out. Well, I lost my ring as well. Ugh. Alright, so which of the I probably would have died from a heart attack. Oh, is there an order to do this in? Okay. So how are you supposed to figure out this order on 3 lives? Okay, so that's not the order. Oh, damn it, man. Alright. Let me pause this for a minute. It's their constitutional rights to do that. There, they do it big in Texas. I'd do it if I had to guard my place of business. Oh, I ain't saying that. I mean, I get that it's a law over there. I'm just saying that I don't know if I'd want to live in a place where that happens. You know, I'm not saying it mustn't do it or whatever. I'm just saying I don't think I'd want to live in a place where that happens. Like, if I'm just trying to go to the shops and, like, you know, get a coffee or whatever, but I gotta carry like a whole arsenal with me just to walk down the street. It's like, just that's a bit much for me. I think that's a bit much. I get it's their constitutional right. I ain't saying they're not allowed to do it or they shouldn't be allowed or whatever, anything like that. You know, people live how they want to live. It's all good. I'm just saying, for me, I'm good. I don't think I want to live like that. Like every time I go to the cinema, I gotta go in like full body armor and that. You know what I mean? Just like covered from head to toe and helmets. Walking around looking like a bomb disposal guy. Just nah, I'm good. I'm good. Just send me to the chill place of America. You know what I mean? That's why I go to the chill parts where people just sit on the beach and play volleyball. That's the part I want to be in. I already am a blimp. Living over there, I can bust that. Hey there, if you watching, I love your feet. They are so sexy. I love that. Sniff them. Like some of some nice ones like that. That's what I want. Yeah, so here's the thing, Frederick. If Taylor Swift is in the chat, I'm pretty sure she just left after reading that. Like, I mean, I don't know Taylor Swift, so I don't want to speak for her, but I'm pretty sure if she just read that, she'd leave. I think you frightened off Taylor Swift, Fred. I think if Taylor Swift was here, you just frightened her away right now. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, it's unlikely she was in the chat anyway. She almost certainly definitely is not now. You know what I mean? I think you just frightened her away. You know what I mean? Like, settle down, settle down. I have never seen obese people like over there. Huge. There's yeah. Okay, yeah. She's definitely gone, Fred. She's definitely gone. I want to save the faces. You on higher rates of gun violence, then move to the blue. Still, the chill places are where it's happening, but that's what you believe. Anyway, have at it. I'm just saying, like, I'd rather be on a beach, you know, with some girl's titties in my face. You know what I mean? Then like, hey, each their own, man, each their own. I'm just saying. If I had a choice, though, if I had a choice between like assault rifles and army gear and or just chilling on the beach. You know what I mean? Like it's an easy choice for me. That's an easy choice. Ain't none of us gonna live forever, so that's an easy choice for me. Alright, Fred. You frightened of Taylor Swift. You frightened of Taylor Swift. Live in America the only way I would feel safe is if I was walking around in a hat like just like yeah. That's how you dress, just to like go hang out with your boys and play video games. Listen, I mean, each to their own. I ain't saying people can't do it or people mustn't do it. I'm just saying that's not for me. That's all I'm saying. That's just not for me. That's not for me. That's all I'm saying. You know, some people like coffee, some people like tea. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Some people like peanut butter, some people like jam. Neither of them is wrong. I'm just saying. It's just not for me. Imagine meeting a girl and the first thing you say to her is, "Want to sniff your feet?" Like, raw. Raw. That is brazen. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Maybe some girls are into that, you know. I ain't here to judge. I ain't here to judge, but I'm pretty sure 99.99999999999% of the time it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Unless you went to like some foot fetish convention or something, that's not happening. I'm happen and all near the beach too. I have my blade and one or two straps on lock while at the beach chilling. Yeah, I know. Gun crime can happen anywhere. I ain't saying that. But if the people are chill, just, you know what I mean? If the people are chill, ain't need for none of that. And if anything pops off, best believe I'm not sticking around. Like, I don't know about you, but if I'm in any place where it like pops off like that, I'm not hanging around. Like, I'm not thinking, oh, I better get my gun and join. Nah, bro, I ain't no hero. What for? What am I getting involved for? Like, why would you do that? Why would you get yourself involved with people popping off with guns and whatever? Like, imagine that. You're gonna get yourself involved with things that don't concern you. What for? What for? Nah, allow that, man. Allow that. Like, if things start popping off, I'm gone. Man's dust. Why am I trying to hang around and get involved and be like, oh yeah? Nah, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I live by a very simple rule. Don't concern yourself with things that don't concern you. You know what I mean? So if things start popping up like that, alright then, I'm dust. A candle in the wind, man's gone. Hanging around and getting good. What for? Bruh. Bruh. People start seeing it trending on Twitter. Remind me never to walk behind you and make you jump. But just don't trip over that. And you've seen what's that film? I'm gonna get you, sucker. That bit when he's like packing all the guns and the grenades and ammo, just packing up everything, and he slips. Oh mate, that film's great. That film's great. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't no damn hero. I ain't trying to get involved with none of that. Things start popping off around me. I'll just watch it on Twitter, like, cause you know somebody's got their cameras out. I just watch the clips on Twitter. In fact, you'd be watching the clips on Twitter, you'll see somebody running away from it. That's me. That's me. When you watch them, all the clips on social media, you see somebody just running away, like, Listen, I drink water, I mind my business. Getting involved, people like, nah, what for? What for? What for? But hey. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna take a quick little break for about 5-ish minutes. So if you can stick around, that would be swell. And then I'll come back and continue more of this stupid ass game, which I thought I was. I guess I'm not. I don't know if I'm near the end. I don't know, but anyway. Alright, be back in a little bit. See you guys in a short while. appreciate you sticking around. Just catching up a little bit on the gang chat in the chat. My microphone was off. Ish. Alright. Sorry guys. You missed all the cool stuff I just said. Okay, so I think I'll have to go over this one twice and then something else. I don't know what though. Sun, fish. This might take a minute. Sun, fish, and I guess moon maybe. back to sun. Appreciate that, man. Thanks. I'll be making mistakes, y'all. Appreciate that, Brex. So you heard none of the cool stuff I was saying then. Had my microphone off. Left the music on loud. Damn. Ugh. No idea now. What am I? Is it? Am I supposed to figure out some kind of pattern here? 1, 2. And then is it the start? Oh, no. Oh, jeez, this is ridiculous. Wait, let me just check that it is free. Oh, damn it. Looking fresh. So they really want you doing this on 3 lives. Like, how many times would I have had to start the entire bloody thing all over again? Alright. 1. It's 4. Okay. So just 1 for the star. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Oh wait, no, this was the star. Is there like a clue that I'm supposed to... Okay. So I think I've got it. Or maybe not. So okay, that's definitely 1. Another way to do it, but it's a cheat. Oh, mate. might get back to you on that one. Okay, so back to the sun. Oh, got it. Ugh. Oh, got the damn crown. Oh, still gotta. I swear this game's taking a piss now. Like, why am I still? This game needs to be over. This game needs to be over. You know, I was listening to a podcast. It was it's called Sacred Symbols. It's a PlayStation podcast, and they were talking about this, about games being too long. That when you hear about a game and how they took up when they promote a game about with how long it is, he talks about how it puts him off because he doesn't need a game to be that long. And yeah, I mean I agree with that. Like, I don't strictly speaking mind a long game, but some games just don't need to be as long as they are. And right now I'm feeling like this is one of them, you know. Maybe back in the day when I was a kid playing this on the Master System, it was the ideal length for, you know, the time in 1990 whenever I was playing this. But right now in 2023, this game's too long. This game's too long. Other people might feel different. But, oh, shoot. I appreciate that, Ben. Appreciate that. Thanks to the heroic actions of Alex Kidd, the reign of terror by Jankin the Great ended with it. Peace was restored to Redaxian. Converted citizens came to life thanks to the hidden power of the crown. Egil returns to the castle without good news about his father. So he was crowned as the new king. Oh, he didn't have good news, so they gave him the crown. Alright. In contrast, Alex was rewarded the official title of Great Protector of Redaxian. A happy ending, although there was still concern in the hearts of the people, since not all the enemy forces have been defeated. The coronation party was held anyway. Alex was still uneasy, and not having found his father so quick and swift, he set off for a new thing. Okay, whatever. Alright, so that was Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. After however many weeks of playing this stupid ass game, finally got through to the end. And you know what? Yes, I did use the infinite health cheat, but you know, I don't feel bad. I don't. And the reason for that, well, a couple of reasons for that. One is that I know I just don't have the time or the patience to get good at these types of games. Like, I really don't. I'm not 12 years old anymore. I just don't have that kind of time to invest it in games like this. The other reason why I don't feel bad is that when I was playing this at, you know, 11, 12 years old for the first time, you know, back then, like I was saying, like, you'd start the entire game all over again, so you kind of end up getting good that way. But one of the things that happens is that by the time you get to the end, you'd have so many healths, like so many lives, which means if a boss was difficult, you still had a bunch of lives where you could practice that boss to defeat him. Whereas this one, because you just start a level again, all you have is your 3 lives, and you have to do the whole level again, and then the boss, and it's just long. It's just long on those 3 lives, especially when they're making the levels harder and harder. So yeah, back in the day, it was fine. It came out at that time where you can just do that. Right now, it's not for me anyway. It was cool to go through it again and to experience it as an adult, I guess. Yeah, this game is not for me. I'm not sure who this game is for, because I'm pretty sure like kids today won't care about this. They're not gonna have the nostalgia value factor, and grown-ups won't care too much for it because it's like you just don't have time to get that good at it. So I don't know who this game's for. I mean, I'm sure there is a market for it, but I don't know what that market is. I don't think it's the older people. Not entirely. I mean, we'll buy the game out of the nostalgia, but in terms of playing it and playing it like without the cheats, I don't know if we're willing to do that, because people got jobs to go to, people got kids to take care of, people got things to do. It's like you just don't have that kind of time to invest in a game like this to get that good at it, to get to the end and beat I don't think people my age who remember this game when it came out have that kind of time. And I'm pretty sure most younger people who do have that time, like 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds of today, aren't looking up Alex Kidd. They're not caring about this game unless maybe their dad bought it for them or something. You know what I mean? It's like they're not doing this. Is that hinting at the game? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if that ending was the same as the original ending. I really don't remember. But there are other Alex Kidd games. I don't know if they've all been remade into DX versions. Probably not. But there are Alex Kidd games. There's like 3, 4, 5 of them. I don't know how many. There's quite a few Alex Kidd games. Like Alex Kidd in one, Alex Kidd in Miracle World, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, Alex Kidd in whatever else. There's a few. There's a few. I don't think I'll be playing this again though. Nah, not anytime soon. Certainly. I don't think so. It was fun doing it, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to move on. I'm very ready to move on. Classic mode. This is the mode. Okay, yeah, this is the 1980 whatever mode. So I think this is the mode where you probably start the entire game right from the beginning. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. After saying I won't play it again, here I am playing it again. Nah, I won't be playing on though. Let's have a quick run through this. Oh, damn it. This, yeah, I mean, just from the way it looks, this looks exactly like how I remember playing it back in the day. Punching. Yo, Sam B. Sam B and the place to be. Why can't shoot lasers out my hands though? Like I got a ring twice now. Ugh. So yeah, classic modes you start right from the beginning. I thought so. I thought so. No bother. I ain't trying to do this game again right now. Just wanted to check that. Oh, you got level selection. I mean, it does definitely have some cool features, I guess, and it has some things that make it more palatable for the older gamer. But I think ultimately, like, nah, I don't think this. Outside of the initial nostalgia factor, I don't think it's going to appeal much to the older gamer. You know, I mean, I bought this on sale. I don't remember what I bought it for actually, but it was on sale. It was like £4 or £5, I think I paid for it. But normally it goes for, I think, 15. Let me just check real quick. How much does it normally go for? Yeah, normally it's £15. Normally it's £15. I would not pay £15 for this. Like, I don't believe it's worth £15 in all honesty. Like, the nostalgia factor is not worth £15. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not. It's not worth £15 because the nostalgia factor I think wears off initially, wears off relatively quickly. Maybe not too quickly. Maybe somewhere around, depending on where you are. I think up to about halfway through the game, it's gonna wear off. If not before, it's gonna wear off about halfway through the game, and then you're just left with this game that's actually quite difficult that you kind of have to commit to, that you probably don't have the time to commit to. I'm okay, I suppose. Hopefully nothing too bad. Hopefully nothing too bad. Ugh. But how's your day going? How's your day been? What you been up to? As I look through for a game that I can play next. What has you all been up to today? Well, I went gym in the morning. Then I went to one of my favorite coffee spots. Then what did I do? Did some writing for the Why Wrong Turn is Trash video. I pretty much finished that, by the way. I think I've just got maybe a few more tweaks and a few more things to jot down, but I pretty much finished writing that video. Just need to record it now. Played some Cyberpunk 2077. I think I'm near the end of that game as well, by the way. And then jumped on stream where I just completed Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. And yes, I did use the cheats in the end, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm good. I'm good. But Arnie is coming to London. Okay, cool. Like, to what? For a movie, or what was he? You filming something over here? You're on Swatch. Tuesday, 24th October to London Stadium. Move forward to your wrong turn bid. I've got some things to say about that movie. It's not all bad, but yeah, mostly it's mostly bad. It's mostly bad. It's mostly bad. I mean, you've seen Wrong Turn, you already know. It's mostly bad. But yeah, I've got some things to say about that movie. Hopefully it's still an enjoyable video. Um, I try to have fun with it. And there's definitely a few things to have fun with in that film for sure. But I try not to just like be mean for the sake of being mean because I don't think that's cool. But yeah, hopefully I've made some good points as well. Hopefully I've made some good points. I think so. I mean, I think so, of course, because I wrote it. But hopefully people watch it and they'll enjoy it, be fun. But hopefully some good points in there as well. But yeah, once it's ready, it might not be ready for a while because I don't think I'm better to record it, while the work's going on because noise and stuff like that going on in the background. So I'll have to wait till they're done, which hopefully it'll be done by next week, or at least have all the noise done by next week. And then I could start recording stuff and editing and blah 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 blah. So yeah. Join icon and live in legend. I'm supposed to go for inspiration or even in the upcoming book. Be useful. 7 tools for life. Be useful. That was the thing he said in that documentary. Whatever you do, be useful. He's done stuff like that before, and the tickets are expensive, and I'm poor. Let's see, how much is it to see Arnie at the London Palladium? Let's see if we can find out. Arnold Schwarzenegger, London Palladium. It's sale 24th October. Prices displayed include an online per ticket booking fee. All prices include a £1.70 restoration levy. What the hell is that? So whatever the price is, it includes the £1.70 restoration levy. £45. That's the Hall of Fame pass. That's not too bad, I suppose. That's not too bad. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's the only ticket though, or is it? Price below does not include the price of the. Oh wait. The price below does not include the price of the seat ticket. Oh, flipping out. So you got to pay £45 for the Hall of Fame pass, but that doesn't include the actual price of the seat. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you actually paying then? I ain't gonna lie, it's not looking good. When they tell you like it doesn't include the price of something, and then they don't actually tell you what the price of that costs, that's not looking good. I was about to say £45 ain't too bad, but bro, that might not be. That's not the whole price. That's not the whole price you'd be paying. You still gotta pay for the actual seat. £45, you get to skip the queue on arrival and use our VIP entrance, greeted and hosted by our team of red coat butlers. A reserved table in the Hall of Fame available 1 hour before the show. Pre-drink show including beers, wine, spirits, mixes, and soft drinks. Savory bar snacks, dedicated washroom facilities. So that's just to have like food. You pay £45 just to get like extra food. Alright, but what does the actual ticket cost though? That's what I'm trying to find out. Doesn't sell me here. I wasn't aware. I didn't check the prices. I'm also full, so I feel your pain. I like wrong turn though, so I'm interested in your take. Well, well, how much do you like wrong turn? I assume that's an add-on to meeting. And for photo op. No, don't even include a photo op. It's literally just like, I don't know if you ever go to the cinema sometimes where they have like the VIP section and you can have like an all you can eat section before you go see the movie. That's pretty much what that is. As that's how I'm reading it anyway. So you have like you £45 and you get like the VIP treatment. You know, you get to eat a whole bunch of food before the show, and then you go to your actual seat. But for whatever reason, they're not putting prices. It says tickets go sell on Friday. So I guess, well, maybe they'll put the prices up then. I assume. But right now, yeah, if you want the Hall of Fame pass, which is effectively a VIP treatment of, you know, fancy people greeting you and food and drinks, or is it even food or is it just drinks actually? Oh, savory snack bar. Okay, you get snacks. You don't get food, you get snacks. Flipping hell, man. And you get dedicated washroom, so you get to use the cool wash. You get to use the nice clean toilet and not the dirty toilet like all the other people, all the other peasants. £45 and you get to use a nice clean toilet. All right. 45. Yeah, that's a bit much. I think that's a bit much for that actually. My wrong turn isn't up there as one of the best, but I have fun with it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. hopefully, you'd enjoy the video still then, because yeah, I had fun with it too. But yeah, that could be a little while yet. Could be a little while yet. There's like 7 of these movies though, those wrong turn movies. Like they made the first one, and that was the only one that went to the cinema. All the others were like straight to DVD or something. I know someone who went a few years back even got a picture of one. That was pretty cool though. But yeah, I guess they're gonna do stuff like this though, because they're not allowed to act anymore. All the actors are on strikes. They've got to find other ways to make money. What, Schwarzenegger or your friend? Or both? It was cleared of all. Yeah, I did see that actually. Or at least all charges in the UK. I don't think he's cleared of his charges in America. It's for what I'm reading, it's just the charges in the UK. But he's still, as far as actually, was he actually charged in America? I think he just was accused. I think he was just accused in America. I don't think he actually got charged now. I'm thinking about it. A friend. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Well, not cool, but yeah, gotcha. So which celebrity would you pay good money to go see if they did like a talk like that? You know, like an evening with type talk. Like, which celebrity would you happily pay good money to go watch their glorified TED talk? If you could afford it, that is, of course. Like, I mean, I get that we're all poor right now, so. That's a good and difficult question. Who would you choose? I don't know, you know, I mean, I guess you'd want somebody who has, I don't know, Arnie, the stories he would have. Okay, so we got Arnie down, alright, cool. I mean, you definitely want someone who's been around a while, like someone who's kind of old school, because yeah, they'd have not just, you know, just good stories to tell, but also they'll have, ideally, would have like a wisdom and a knowledge about their experience as well, right? So I think it's definitely like an old school guy. Is that Oh, these are different modes. Oh, they've got different modes now. Okay. Settings. Resolution. Oh, it needs to come all the way down. So yeah, I think Arnie would be a good choice, but I don't know if I'd. It feels like I'd pick Arnie. Maybe you'd want someone with a lot of stories to tell, but also someone who's a few seconds. Yeah, for sure. I think somebody like The Rock for me, actually. You know, because you know, going from a wrestler, you know, to movies and some other things he's done. I think he's gonna have some really cool, interesting stories to tell, and it's quite charismatic as well with his storytelling. Story mode. Day at the beach, 1 to 2 players story mode. Okay, we'll come back to that some other time. Let's stick with classics for now. So Corey Taylor once solo. He was half tank, half. Oh, half. Oh, it's a half talk, half performing. He did spit. And instead of jumping, we had to hop. You know, I've seen like videos of Corey Taylor doing stuff like that, but it was like like a bookstore he was performing. So it was like acoustic session in the bookstore. So it was like part of it was talking, part of it was playing. Was that the type of event? Like so rather than a concert was more like a. Oh, they got different levels now. was that more of a bookstore type thing, or like a quieter place? Oh, they've made some amendments to this game. Oof. Oof. I haven't played this for a while, man, but yeah, they have made some amendments. Damn. They took. Oh, wait, no, my high score's still there. I don't know if you can see it, but. No, wait, that's not my high score, is it? Oh, no, that's my high score on this. On the PC. It's not my high score ever. My highest score ever was like on the tablet, but that, yeah. Still 448,700 and wish I did it right, man. I did it right back in the day. Yeah, it was that pretty much, but it was in a gig venue. Okay. Made my choice of actor. I think, and even with Donald Trump would certainly be entertaining. They try to give me the virus. Fish. Oof. Thank you. With that John, because I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face for very long. They're trying to give me the virus. Yeah, it could be entertaining. Would you want to pay for it though? I mean, would you actually pay? I don't know. Let's say would you want to pay £100 for that though? Like how entertaining would it be? Do you reckon it would be £100 worth of entertainment? So it's £100 is probably cheap for tickets these days. Like most concerts now would charge a lot more than £100 for a ticket. He's a good YouTuber, but I'm the best YouTuber. I created YouTube. Anyone else who says they did is lying. Fake news, fake news. Alright, Johnson. Yeah, I will say I was pro Trump, but I don't hate on EVGA. He is funny. Yeah, he's very I feel like he's very unintentionally funny. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure he's not trying to be funny. He's just It's just some of the things that come in his mouth. It's like, bruh, you kind of have to laugh. You kind of have to laugh. I mean, you don't have to, but yeah, you kind of have to laugh. You're like, bruh, did you just say that? It's like Booker T. Did he just say that? Did he just say that? Tell me he didn't just say that. Oof. Oof. Do you prefer Trump or Joe? I don't know, man. I mean, I think they're both as dumb as each other by the looks of it. I mean, I don't know I don't know if one's better. I mean, uh, I guess Joe has a more, what's the word? Typical approach to politics, right? But I mean, that guy, nah, he's a weirdo, man. That guy is a straight up weirdo. He is an absolute weirdo. Like, I don't know if you saw, like, there was this video of him just like kissing children or something. It was like forcing a kiss on a child is like, well, maybe not forcing. That might be a bit inaccurate, but you know what I mean. It just looked weird. Like, that dude's a weirdo. Okay, 100 to see. Drum 25, 30 tops. Do you pay to see do you pay to see the rock days? It's to everything these days is so bloody expensive to drop. Joe definitely gives me the ick. Yeah, judging by the video I've seen. Yeah, now that dude a weirdo. But yeah, I don't know if I prefer either of them. Neither of them should be in charge of anything at this point. Neither of them should be in charge of anything, let alone a country. How much would I pay to see The Rock? I don't know. How much would I pay? I mean, ticket prices these days, like, yeah, they typically are quite expensive, and I think like basic seats typically start around £200-300. And then they could go up. I mean, a Rock, they could probably. I imagine for The Rock, they could probably go quite expensive as well, right? So I don't think The Rock could be charging like Beyonce prices though. Like, I don't think he can get away with that. You know, they'll probably go up quite a bit, but I doubt he can charge those kind of prices. Like Beyonce, Taylor Swift prices, nah, I don't think he's quite there. Um, but yeah, they'll probably start. My guess would be like 150, £200, and maybe go up to around £700-800, depending on like the seats and that. And in terms of what I would pay, I'll probably try and get, or ideally, I think I'd like to get like maybe around about a £300 ticket. So like, and hopefully what that means is that I'm not necessarily right at the front, but I'm not so far back you can't really see anything either. Um, like not quite the middle, like a little bit closer to the front than the middle. You know, that kind of area. That's what I'd want to see. And if that ticket goes for, if that kind of seating goes for around £300, I feel yeah, that's reasonable to me. So shooting where 3 9-year-olds were killed and Joe opens up with a joke about ice cream. Really, I didn't see that, but that is crazy. Would he crack a joke or something like that? VIP ticket. I don't know if I would go for the. Oh wait, the VIP extra. I mean, I might. I'm not for £45 though. Like, I mean, the VIP extra stuff, like we get the extra food and things like that, is cool, but not for 45 quid. I feel like nah. I'd allow it for 45 quid. If it was like maybe 20 quid, I'd do it. But 45, nah, you're taking a piss, mate. You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I get the impression that that guy's just not all there. That Joe, what's his face, Joe Biden. I don't think he's all there. And I don't even mean that as like an insult. Like I just don't think he's all there. Like he's 80 something now, you know. And granted, I know just because you're 80 don't mean you've lost your marbles. I know there's plenty of 80-plus-year-olds that their faculties are just super sharp. I get that. I don't think he's one of them. You know, I don't think he's one of them. Like he's not quite all there, and I don't know when his term's due up, but someone should advise him not to run again. Like I think, you know, don't run again. Let somebody a bit younger, you know, someone who's like maybe in their say 30s to that kind of age, or 40s, like at the most like 50s. I think you don't want to be too old doing that job. You don't want to be too old doing that job. I think somebody at most in your 50s. Once you start pushing like 60, 70, or that, yeah, you're too old for that kind of job, man. You're too old. And I'll say that's the same for any kind of world leadership role. Once you start pushing that 60, 70, you're too old for that job. You're too old. Like, so yeah, this man, 80 something, 81, nah. Hang it up, man. Hang it up. Oh, VIP and get photo swap in the meet and greet. Okay. Um, actually, £45 might be worth it for that. In that case, I'll pay £45 for that. Oh, too far. Oof. Well, 38,000. Yeah, much better, much better. I don't think it matters who is big boss. They are all the same and all talk crap. Just like all this, different cheeks. of the same as well. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Politicians. To win election, them trick where then them don't do nothing at all. But yeah. Voting is like asking which gun do you want to be shot with. That's what a friend of mine told me once. And that stuck with me for many, many years after he told me that. Oosh. Eesh. Hopefully I will destroy us all soon. Then none of it will matter. And nothing else matters. Yeah. I don't know. AI being in charge of like politics. I ain't gonna lie, that actually might be a decent use of AI actually. Oh, man, I got to 49,000 with Barbariana. Do you use iMessage? Was talking earlier about the online safety bill. They could exit the UK if the bill passes on 6th of September. Man, that's crazy if that happens though. Because what they're asking for is dumb. Like, they are not asking for anything reasonable at all. Oosh. Oh. Oh. People paying money to meet a celebrity and listen to them talk about their life and give a follow up urban brags. Who would you choose? Asian with a rock, someone with honey. Totally unreasonable. Yeah. Oof. Gosh. Oh, mate, what happened? Yes, apparently, any site that has user-generated content, including messaging, where they could have things like adult content, has to ensure that only 18-year-olds and plus can use their site. So for example, YouTube would have to ensure that only 18-year-olds and over can use their site. So far so good, right? But what they're asking for is that all these sites have to remove the encryption around their data, which means that if somebody were to hack into them, it'd be just unencrypted files on people's personal data that they could easily take. So these companies are saying, nope, we don't want to do that. And apparently the UK government is saying you have to remove the encryption or you will no longer be allowed to operate in the UK. At least that's how I've understood it according to Ben. Ben can let me know if I got that right or not. But yeah, I don't think I want to be uploading my passport to Twitter. You know, I mean, never say never. Like I was saying before, like that's very much going to be a wait and see type approach for me. But I'm kind of leaning towards I don't think I want to do that. Ish. So it's bouncing the 6th of September. That would make it easier for people to steal your identity. Unless you get a chance. That's going to use facts. One another can be the same. There is no wait. Only let the good guys in and not risk other people gaining access. So they are saying if it goes, it gets passed, then so they will remove those services from the UK. Yeah, because if they keep them in the UK where they have to have unencrypted information, it's such a bad idea. Like, how is anybody pushing towards that? Like, they gotta know that is the dumbest thing you can do to help protect people. Right? It is absolutely one of the most dumbest things you can do. And say, oh, we're trying to protect children. Like, how? By making everybody's information far easier to steal. Like, who are you protecting? I'm just reading a little bit about it now myself right now. Oh man, there's a lot on this thing right now. There's a lot, damn man. So here's something. Security researchers' latest to blast UK's online safety bill as encryption risk. Nearly 70 IT security and privacy academics have added to the clamour of alarm over the damage the UK's online safety bill could wreak to online safety unless it's amended to ensure it does not undermine strong encryption. Writing an open letter. Yeah, they need to like either not pass that law or seriously like redo it, because that is ridiculous what they're asking for. That is actually ridiculous. You gotta wonder, like, who asks for that though? Like, who sits there and thinks, I know it's gonna help people keep people safe? Let's make it easier for their data to be stolen and say we're protecting the kids. Like, who are you protecting? Hit in the back. So if they pass this law, if they do actually pass this law, and WhatsApp, Apple, and all these companies remove their services from the UK, that could be the end of this channel. That could actually be the end of this channel. I mean, unless I could like use a what you call it, a VPN, which I do have. But yeah, that could be the. Oof, mate, they cannot pass this law. That is ridiculous. I mean, the phone should be fine, I'd imagine. It might be just down to which services you can use on your phone. Like, you might not be able to use iMessage, for example, or WhatsApp. So, I mean, the phone itself should still work, but some of the services on the phone you might not be able to use. And I guess it'd be the same with if you have an Android. Like, there'd be just certain services that you just can't use if they get withdrawn from the UK. Either way, that still sucks though, man. Like, how many things is that gonna affect? YouTube, WhatsApp, pretty much any kind of messaging services, Facebook, Instagram. Instagram has some adult content on there. Twitter. Twitter will be fine as they don't use end-to-end encryption and direct messages. Oh, so they just don't use any. Okay, fair enough. So now you know your messages aren't safe in Twitter. Fair. Don't send nothing too mad, too detailed there. Exactly. Channel costs. We need to protest. Yes, sir. Content on Twitter, so you need to supply your ID to use it. Okay, so they don't have to. Since they don't use encryption, they're fine, but they'd have to. If you want to use Twitter, you'd have to use have an ID. Oh, great, that's long thing, man. Damn. 6th of September, that's not even that long away. That's like, what, 2 months? Less than 2 months. About a month and a half. Yeah, that is such a terrible idea. I just can't believe that there are people out there thinking this is a good idea, though. Like, what possible reason can you have to think removing safety features is a good idea? Oh wait, you said they don't use end-to-end encryption. So I guess YouTube would be fine in terms of end-to-end encryption. It would just be that you have to supply your ID to keep using YouTube. That's so far removed from it. Oh yeah, ain't that the truth? Some of those people. Okay, time to put that to some use then. time to put edits connections to some use. Oh man. I mean, to be fair, I guess I wouldn't mind YouTube having my ID, to be fair. Only because I use YouTube enough that I feel like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That being said, it's still a dumb rule. It's still a dumb rule. So you guys have to let YouTube send YouTube your ID so you can watch me make a bunch of dick and fart jokes. Like that's how it's gonna be. You're gonna have to enter your driving license, your passport into YouTube, just so you can come here and watch me make a bunch of like dirty jokes. Like that's that's how it's gonna be. That's crazy. So what's gonna happen to all the kids channels on YouTube then? Like, because if you have to be over 18 to use YouTube, right? And you have to have like an ID to use YouTube. Or was it or what are they gonna do? Are they gonna have like if you because they already do this because YouTube already do this where you have like, you know, some content that is age gated and some content that, you know, is suitable for kids. They kind of already do that anyway. So I guess it maybe the new rule will make it harder to for younger people to see the age gated stuff, which, you know, fair enough. But that yeah, I just feel like it's still gonna just make things a lot more awkward than it needs to be. Like for me, like I said, I'm okay with it. I use YouTube enough to be fine with them having my ID. But the average person doesn't, right? The average person goes on YouTube once every few months to check a few videos. They're not trying to give them their driver license just so they can watch, you know, a cooking video once a month. You know what I mean? Like that's the vast majority of YouTube users. Like the people who just come through every so often to watch a couple of videos here and there and then leave. You know, that is by far the casual. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of hardcore YouTube guys. I ain't saying that. But the vast majority of people are the casual fans, like the people who like maybe they like one specific creator, or you know, usually a musician. They're like, you know, they're a Beyonce fan or something. They don't really care much for YouTube in general, but they're Beyonce fans, so they'll come here to watch the Beyonce videos. That's like the vast majority of, you know, YouTube users. That's why they have those videos like Ed Sheeran gets like billions and billions of views, you know, because that's the vast majority. It's that Ed Sheeran fans. You know, they'll come here for Ed Sheeran. Maybe they'll watch something else every now and then, but the biggest reason here is for Ed Sheeran. They're not giving you their ID just to watch an Ed Sheeran video. Actually, some of them might, to be fair, because you know they're kind of hardcore. But you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's going to be far more awkward than it needs to be. And for whatever little good it does, it's going to be negated by the amount of issues it causes. I don't know, man. I just don't see this as a good idea. There's got to be better ways. In fact, there are definitely better ways to help protect young people from certain types of content online. They do have a separate app for YouTube Kids. That is correct. But I'm just thinking, like, if you go on YouTube Main, where you can watch anything, you can watch your kids stuff or the grown up stuff. If you don't have ID, I guess it would just restrict you to the kids stuff. I guess. You know, I'm assuming, but yeah, it's just awkward. Like if you come in to watch your Ed Sheeran video and being told like, yeah, what's your driving license? And it's like, bro, Ed Sheeran fans like 12 years old, a lot of them. Like, like yeah, like 15 years old, they ain't got no driving license. I have to show them your passport just so you can watch the latest Ed Sheeran videos. Like, man, it's long. Just go watch it on their mum's account or something. Rotel dip, chicken salad, and Italian dish, chicken fettuccine or something. What's Rotel dip? I don't think I know what that is. Rotel dip. Thank you. Protest. Whether that's Haze. I don't know. I mean, never say never, but I've never written to the MP in my entire life. I don't know if I want to start now. But we'll see. We'll see. It's first time for everything, right? So I'm not gonna say no, but it's not exactly on my mind to do it either. We'll see how serious it gets, and we'll see. How about you, Ben? Are you writing a letter? Ish. My darling, I'll probably wait and see like you. You feel like the internet has become more boring over the years? I don't think so. I mean, well, it depends on what you're doing on the internet, really. But I think I still have fun online because I tend to do the stuff that I like to do. So I think if you do things you like doing, then you're not going to find it boring. If you're spending your time doing stuff that you don't particularly enjoy, then just that's your own fault, then, isn't it? It's like there's so much out there online. I don't see why anybody could be bored on the internet. Just find the things that you enjoy and do that. You know, it's like saying you're bored watching movies. Just pick the movies that you enjoy. Don't watch the boring movies. You know, well, this is the boring songs. This is the ones that you like. You'll be fine. In the past, it was like the Wild West. Now it feels like everything is owned by a few. Oh, I see what you mean. Companies, and it's a lot harder to find smaller communities. But at least I can say I make a banging French toast for accent. Yeah, I mean, I think the regulations that have come in online are pretty much inevitable. I mean, yeah, when the internet started to become popular in sort of mid late 90s, yeah, it was a wild, wild west. You're right. Like it was so unregulated, and a lot of stuff happened. Not all good, right? Not all good. So yeah, a lot of regulations that come through are somewhat inevitable as they have to align with laws that were already in place. You know, it's just they look different online. So I'm not mad at some of these regulations coming through. I anticipated that a long time ago. I figured that was going to happen a long time ago. That's just going to become more and more regulated. I don't think it needs to be this kind of regulation to the point where you're removing encryption just so you can check in on people. That's just not necessary. That's not necessary. Like you can provide safety without compromising people's data. Um, but in finding communities, yeah, that's one of the downsides, that it is hard to find small communities. I don't think it's impossible though. It's still definitely possible to find small communities, but I think one of the things that's happened online is that when it comes to smaller communities, that they tend to be toxic. You know, they tend to be kind of fringe communities where people are a bit more on the outskirts of society type people go. Um, so it's not that you can't find them, but there's also a question of, do you even want to find them as well? Do you even want to be in some of those places? But yeah, I think there are still definitely places you can go to, like sort of more niche things, like you know, if you're into, I don't know, I don't say horror movies because that just came up recently. But if you're into horror movies, you can find communities that are into horror and kind of be in those communities, and there's loads, so you don't have to stick to just the mainstream ones. So you can find a lot of different places, a lot of different, like whether it's a YouTube channel or various um, people on Instagram or forums. There's so many places you can find. Um, so you don't have to just stick to the one big one. You can find smaller horror communities. Or whatever community you're trying to find. It's possible. It might take a little bit of digging, but it is still possible. I'll be right back, alright? Ish. But yeah, I mean, the internet's definitely changed a lot over the years, And I can remember being in, like small forums on what they called, used to call it news groups at the time, which were these groups you find through your email, like your Outlook, right? And you'll send these messages, and all the messages would kind of get sent to everybody. So that was one of the first sorts of forums that came about, and I remember finding stuff about games and um, joining some of those and pissing people off as well. Yeah, I'm hopefully still happening. I'm just saving money for it now. So yeah, I have a separate account where I'm just putting money in and just saving money. And once I get enough, yeah, I'll start booking it. So that's really just where that's at. Just putting some money aside. I got a little money saved up. I got a little bit more to go. So I don't know if it's gonna be this year anymore. That might not happen, but hopefully, if not this year, then next year. And yeah, but it's still the plan. Still a plan to get to Amsterdam. Still a plan to travel as much as possible. I'm just trying to organize myself better by specifically putting money towards it. And I think that for me, the best way to do it was to have a separate account where I'm like, okay, I'm going to put money into this account. That way I know that's for that. And then it just makes it much easier to manage. At least for me, it does anyway. How about yourself? You got any more? You got any travels planned? I'd like to head back to Oz in September, but it's just about getting the money saved in time. Yeah, you any close to it? I mean, September's not that long away, you know, like what, a month and a bit? Just a month and a bit. A bit of a way off, but fingers crossed. Indeed. Yeah. Oof. Alright. Yeah. Well, I just figure like do you have a Monzo account, Ben? And the reason why I ask is because Monzo is an online banking service, which, you know, there's loads of those, right? But this one in particular, one of the features they have is the ability to create pots. And what pots do is you can have, like, of course, your main account, right? But you can separate it into pots, which means you could have, for example, a holiday pot or a, you know, concert pot or whatever, and you could put money into pots as you get your money in, and it separates it from your main account. And what it does is that it just makes it, one, a lot easier to look at, and two, a lot easier, I feel anyway, to kind of organize yourself and know where you are. So rather than having, like, say, you know, I mean, of course, I'm sure you probably got I imagine you probably got a savings account, which is cool. But your savings account, you know, you might be saving for very specific long-term things, whereas these pots you can use for maybe a bit more shorter-term goals, right? That way, you could put some money in your savings account and put money into these pots and just have it separate from that. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it well, but yeah, I feel like it just makes it easier to look at. So yeah, I opened up a Monzo account a little while ago. I still have my other accounts as well because I do still have a use for them. But the Monzo just means that when I put money into it, I could be like, okay, this is for that section, this is for that section, and it can be separate from anything else that I might want to spend. Sounds pretty decent. I understand what you mean. Sounds decent. I have to look into that. Cheers. Nah, no problem, no problem. But yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Just like have like a pot there where it's like, okay, I'm put some money aside into that pot. So that's the holiday pot, and then I have enough stuff for other things as well. And it just means in one place I can have money in different pots for different things, and because they're not in your main account, if you were to spend money on your card or whatever, it doesn't come out of those pots. Like, it would just be, you won't, so you couldn't accidentally spend any money in any of your pots because it's just separate from your main account. So yeah, I just found that it helps with financing and excuse me, being on top of like what I'm trying to do. So like I said, I do still have other accounts, like other banks, but yeah, that's been a useful one in the time that I've had it. I'll take it. There's no limit to the posts you can have. No, there is not. You can have, I believe, as many. I don't think there's any limits anyway. I don't think so. If there is a limit, then it's definitely a pretty high limit, because yeah, I don't think there's any limits to how many posts you can have. Just create as many as you need, and of course you can have things like your savings accounts and that if you want to do that as well, and your ISAs if you want to do that as well. Or you can just have like a regular pot. It doesn't have to be anything anything special attached to it. Just be like a regular pot that you just put money in, and you just know that's separate from the other stuff that you might need to do. Can't lie, man. Monzo's got some pretty cool features on it. It's got some pretty cool features on it. One of the features that I like actually with Monzo, and this is something that I don't know how many other people could find this useful, but I find it's very useful, is I have limits to how much I spend per day when I'm out doing cap work, right? Because I don't want to just spend, you know, too much money in places and end up, you know, going broke before I realize it. And when you buy something on your card, it actually pops up and lets you know how much we spent in that day. So for example, if I buy something £1 in one shop, right, I go to another shop and I buy another thing, £2.99 or whatever, it will come up and say something like, you have spent £3.99 today, and it will let me know how much I spent. So I know that if I have a limit to how much I want to spend that day, I can stay below that limit because it's letting me know this is how much I spent in that day. And yeah, that's something that I find pretty useful as well. So I know I kind of sound like an advert for Monzo right now. I'm not trying to, but yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due, and it's been a pretty useful account. Sam's back. Yeah, but yeah, something to consider, something to think about. You know, especially if you're like looking to, you know, go abroad or do various things and just trying to sort your finances out. I've personally found it helpful. You might too. So yeah, and it's free. Yeah, I mean they've got paid ones as well, but you can just do the free one. It'd be fine. Guess who's back? Back again. But yeah, as much as possible, it's just a good idea to stay, whether you use that or anything else, it's just a good idea to stay on top of your finances and try to be as organized as possible. Because, you know, you're worth it. Yeah. Ugh. It's all good, man. It's all good. Reach one, teach one, you know? Reach one, teach one. Well, speaking of finances, though, it is approaching the end of the month, which means I have to start going through my finances again real soon, because I tend to do that either at the end of the month or the beginning of the following month. Like, this is, I don't, well, again, it depends on what works for you, but I find that for me, like, because when you're self-employed, you tend to earn money weekly, but I don't like sorting things out weekly. It's annoying for me. So I tend to not pay too much attention to, I mean, of course you make sure you're getting what you're supposed to get, and I ain't saying that. I ain't doing it blind, but I tend to not pay too much attention to what's happening throughout the month. I just make sure things are as they are. But then at the end of the month is when I'm like, okay, this money goes there, that money goes there, this money goes here, this, yeah, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I tend to do that either at the beginning of one month or the end of 1 month or the beginning of the next month. Um, yeah, and try to make sure things are in where they need it to be, and that seems to be working for me. But I know other people might find that different. Other people might prefer to do it weekly. I don't know. I don't know. That's a me thing, I guess. I don't know. Maybe other people too. I don't know. But yeah. We is approaching the end of the stream, so I'm just gonna chill for a little bit before we end. I think it would be nice to start savings for right now. But right now it's difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Putting money aside. Yeah. When you're using up all the money you're getting to take care of all the things you gotta take care of, I get it. Yeah. It'd be tough, man. It'd be tough. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you can get Elliot to like start pimping himself out. Oh no, never mind. That was a terrible. Sorry, I just realized how bad that sounded. No, I'm sorry, Sam. I was trying to think of a joke, but I just kind of, yeah. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. I just kind of realized, yeah. Sometimes my bad. I'm sorry. No. Appreciate you, Sam. Appreciate you. But yeah, gonna start doing. Or I guess we're gonna think of ways to make a little extra cash when we can. I mean, I do believe something I've always believed for a while now is that everybody should have more than one income, and I get that's easier said than done. 100% get that it's easier said than done. But everybody should have more than one income. Like whether you work, whether you're self-employed, whatever you do, everybody should have more than one income. Even if it's not like a big money earner, just something you can do that brings in a little extra cash. But yeah, it's just unfortunate when these things are easier said than done. Like it's easy to say, oh yeah, of course you should have more than one income, but then doing it and having time to do it, and yeah, everything else that comes along with life. But if at all possible, diversify. Yeah, if at all possible, which I appreciate it's not always possible, but if at all possible, everybody should have more than one income. Have your main thing, have your side thing, even have maybe 3 incomes if you can. Like, again, it don't have to be a big money maker, don't have to like pay for all your bills, but just something if you can, if at all possible. It might not be possible, but if it is possible, everybody should have more than one income. That's the most expensive at the moment, and now the kids are off to school. It's even more. You should like make them one sandwich and just get them to share it between all of them. It's like you have this half, you have that half. Or I don't know if you can get away with this. They might be a little bit too old for this. They might be a little bit too big for this one. But if you can be like, let's play a game. It's called Eating Air. if you can eat enough air you have to eat enough air until you stop being hungry. Let's play. Let's see who can eat the most amount of air the fastest. That might work. I don't know. They might be a little bit too old for to fall for it. But if they're not, there might be in the last years where you might just be able to pull that off. It won't last for long. It won't last forever, but it might buy you just a little bit of time if you can pull it off. Pick my off. Yeah. Alright, Fred's gone already though. He went, he didn't come back. Oh well. It might be difficult now because he thinks Taylor Swift watches these streams. I guess he's hoping Taylor Swift is gonna send him feet pics instead. So I don't know. Might have lost the biggest paying customer. Oh no. You mentioned feet, Fred just comes right back. Okay, that's how we're doing it. She come watch your video, please and thank you. She should be no, she didn't come. I think you frightened her off, Frederick. She might have been here a little while ago, but I'm pretty sure you frightened her off. She's probably somewhere writing a song about you, Fred, right now. Because you frightened her off. It's okay, Fred. It's okay. Maybe she'll come back. Probably not, but maybe. Never say never, right? Never say never. Yeah, I get that, Fred, but the thing is, like, when you don't know somebody and you start paying compliments like that to their body parts, it's kind of creepy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's kind of creepy, you know. Like, you don't really know them, and you start talking about their sexy feet. It's like it's kind of it puts people off. It kind of puts people off. So there's a FYI for you right there. That when you meet somebody, maybe don't bring up their sexy feet right away. You know, maybe get to know them first, and you know, kind of make sure they're okay with that kind of talk. It's a fun story, baby. Just say yes. I'll make it not snap, please, and thank you. Yeah. I'll just be chill. Just be chill, you know. I don't know. Maybe like never really. Actually, no. Maybe not never. Maybe not never. Just not right away. Like ease into it. You know what I mean? Ease into it. Like this girl you said you like. You know, just ease into it. You do too much too soon, and you're frightening people. I don't know. I don't believe I have. If I have, I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, I don't really care too much. So maybe, I mean, I guess I've seen a few of her videos. Maybe if her feet was in those videos, it might have been. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't be paying attention to her like that. Like I'm not paying attention to very many people like that, to be honest with you. Just not what I do. It's just not what I do. I do like her latest album though. She could put an album out which I really enjoyed. It's called something 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 something. But yeah, it's a pretty good album. Anyway, it's about that time I start wrapping up. It's about that time I start wrapping up. Next live stream should be on Monday. Watching Burglar with Whoopi Goldberg on Monday, 8 p.m. GMT, and then Tuesday continuing with X-Files season 3, also 8 p.m. GMT, and then back Thursday for some games. I don't know what games we're going to be playing next week. I guess I'll figure it out, but we're not playing Alex Kidd, that's for sure. We're done with Alex Kidd now, at least. So it'll be something else. Play something else. Maybe some Final Fantasy actually. I haven't done that for a while. Maybe play some Final Fantasy 7, but it'd be I don't know. We'll see. Let's do some leveling up in Final Fantasy. But guys, you have been awesome as always. Appreciate you and all that you do. Hopefully next time Fred doesn't scare away Taylor Swift, but we'll see. But that's gonna be it for now. So guys, until whatever, if ever, peace.